Who was more spoiled?
I think she spoils herself more than I do.
She's probably said I am. Did she say that? I know she did.
What's your name?
My name's Afshan.
What is your sister's name?
Layla.
What's your name?
Nima. I have one brother who's younger than me and his name is Naveed.
How would you describe growing up with her?
It was either her way or no way at all.
We got along pretty well.
She would hog a lot of shit, taking control very easily.
How would you describe growing up with your brother?
Pretty annoying.
The older that we've gotten along a lot more.
We have an 11-year age gap, which is pretty unique.
Younger years, there wasn't really like much of a sense of brothers.
I was the annoying little brat.
Growing up, people thought we were twins.
We had like the bunk beds in the room together.
She was the type where she would like take a licorice and like hit me over the head with it.
I whipped her with licorice a couple times, and then I hit her like on the head with a spoon at one point.
Who's the more spoiled sibling?
Shelby.
Probably me.
It's the daddy's girl, you know, the youngest.
Growing up, they were probably a little more strict with him, but then by their third child, they were just like, whatever.
Who's the more spoiled sibling?
Her. Period.
I definitely spoil myself every moment I can.
It's a cool 50-50 if you really want me to be honest.
It's definitely her. We were gonna go to a concert in she was gonna go to a concert in California. We were planning on vacation, me, my dad, and my sister. The one rule that she was supposed to do was get her driver's license, and she never got it. Lo and behold, she still went to the concert.
I'm the more favorited one.
Who was more spoiled?
She is.
I think she spoils herself more than I do.
She's probably said I am. Did she say that? I know she did.
I had less rules. She didn't get to wear makeup until high school. I probably got to wear makeup when I was like 13, so.
She is more like the baby of my mom.
I think I've probably been more spoiled just because my parents have had more means.
When my parents had me, like my dad wasn't even working at the time. They were immigrants and it was definitely, you know, a different experience.
Have you ever stolen from your sister?
Steal, that's a strong word.
He stole one of my coats that he just refuses to give back to me because he says it looks better on him.
I've worn it more probably in the last year than she's worn it in the last 5.
Have you ever stolen something from her?
Yes.
Oh my God, we ain't even gonna go there, okay? A lot of things.
Clothes, makeup.
Her clothes. All the time. I used to get my ass beat.
What have you stolen from your brother?
When he moved out of the house and I finally got access to his bedroom, I stole some of his porn magazines from under his bed.
Did you notice that your porno mags were missing?
I thought I gave him those.
What's the worst fight you've ever had?
Probably when we got in a physical fight over a newspaper. I was probably like 18, 19.
Yeah, she beat me with a newspaper.
My mom told me to pick up the newspaper, and then she told me to pick up the newspaper, and I wasn't having it, and then all of a sudden we got in like a physical fight.
Can you imagine that 5'1" on a good day person trying to like beat me up?
We've gotten some pretty bad spats.
This last one, we just took a trip together.
What was it about?
I think my uncle passing, he committed suicide. We weren't prepared for that, you know what I mean?
It was just about dynamic. The more we were trying to understand, it was like creating more misunderstanding.
My wife and I and like our young son had just moved here from New York and we were staying at my parents' house for a while until we like figured out our living situation. And he was living there at the time too.
For the first time as adults, we're living in the same household and, you know, frankly, getting on each other's nerves. I think I was being a little bit loud. They were putting their son down for bed.
I think there'd just like been other little things brewing and this was just like what broke the camel's back.
Words were exchanged and at some point we were at each other's necks. I think he ripped a couple of my buttons and I had a fat lip.
It was pretty explosive.
I kicked him while he was a couple stairs down from me and, you know, we cursed at each other.
I think it was like the only time that we've ever like had a physical fight together like that.
What's the worst fight you've ever had with your sister?
This is gonna get dark. She did find my suicide note in a box of razors and a bunch of pills. We got in a big fight about that.
My mom ended up calling the police, and my brother stormed into her bedroom and ripped the phone from her, like out of the wall. I ran downstairs to grab the house phone. I tried locking myself in the bathroom, and my brother tackled down the bathroom door, and I told him, "What are you going to do to me?" And then he eventually just backed off. Like, I don't know if he knows it, but I was worried for him.
Do you think she feels a level of responsibility for you?
Yes, constantly.
Who's the more jealous sibling?
I used to envy how she could like have like so many connections with people.
I wish I was a little more girly like her sometimes.
Although I don't see myself necessarily having kids or having a family, I'm envious of the fact that he's found a partner that he wanted to start a family with, and he has 2 amazing children.
He's been better with his money than I have. Like I wish that, you know, at his age I was, you know, as good at with like my finances.
What are you jealous of your sibling for?
He walks into a room and everyone's just like, yeah, Austin's here. That doesn't happen with me.
You know, as much as I say that she's more spoiled than me with our parents, like I think that she's been through a lot more adversity with people like outside of our family. Like she's gone through a lot just with like shitty ex-boyfriends, shitty friends, just that type of stuff. So like I envy just like how strong of a person that she is.
So how should she be as a sister?
Supportive? I don't feel like I get that from her.
Do you love your brother?
I do. Even if he doesn't believe me, for God's sake, I love my brother.
She has had several moments where she stuck up for me. I appreciate her heavily for that.